Hey class, good evening everyone. Hi, how are you all doing today? So, I hope all of you were waiting for this session, and I, Gopal Paliwal, Master Teacher of Mathematics at Vedantu, welcome you all to today's session, which is Sprint Midterm Series for grade 9, right? And this is the flash which is running behind me, and the same way we'll be quickly revising all our concepts of all the topics so we can become a midterm topper. Correct? So today's session, as I have told you, till now we have finished 3 topics, and today we will be starting linear equation in 2 variables. Okay, so this is the topic we are going to be starting today, and we'll be finishing it in 2 sessions. So I hope everything will be covered after that, and I would like to hear from all of you that what result you have got once the finished series is over, and once if your exams are over, just let me know in the last video of this midterm series that how much marks you have you got improvement, was it helpful. So just from your side I just want to hear how much scores you are improved, where you got improved, what all things went by. Okay, so today's we'll be starting the session. So as I have told you that number system, polynomials and coordinate geometry is already over. Those who have not seen the videos, they can go again and they can re-watch all those videos, so for your complete revision. And today we will be starting linear equation in 2 variables. Okay, chalo. So before that, as you all know that I will give you one homework. Every day one homework will be given, and I would like to get response from all of you. So the last class the homework was this, that in which quadrant or on which axis each of the following points are lying. Okay, so let us go through this quickly. So minus 3 comma 5, as you all can see that minus 3x is negative, y is positive, correct? So it will be lying in the second quadrant. Then 4 comma minus 1, x is positive, y is negative, so it will be lying in the fourth quadrant, correct? 2 comma 0, it is axis is something, on x coordinate something is there, and y coordinate is 0, that means this point will be lying on x-axis, and we can say it will be on the positive side of the x-axis, correct? Then 2 comma 2, both x and y positive, so we'll be saying it will be lying in the first quadrant. And minus 3 comma minus 6, both are negative, so it will be lying in the third quadrant. Okay, so this was the answers, and these are very easy questions, right, which can be asked in the coordinate geometry part. So these many students have given me the correct answer, and I'm really happy that so many responses I'm getting for my homework, that all of you are taking the homework so seriously, you are commenting your answers, and keep doing that class, and I will not stop giving you homework. And let's see what will be the time then when the space will be not be enough for me, and I have to add one more slide extra to write that how many students have written the homework. I'm waiting for that day. Okay, so today, as I have told you, that we will be starting with linear equation in 2 variables. Linear equations in 2 variables. Okay, so the first question of this part is this, that which of the following is not a linear equation in 2 variable. So if you look at this question first, the whole name of the chapter is here, that linear equation in 2 variable. Now what do we mean by linear equation? As we have already studied in our polynomial chapter, that linear equations or the linear polynomials are whose degree of the equation is 1, correct? So this is called linear equation in this is called linear equation. And now 2 variables means there will be total 2 variables. So an equation having 2 variables and power of the variable is maximum 1, or each term, if we will check the power of the variables, the power of the variable has to be maximum 1 each term. Okay, so those kind of equations are called linear equations, and if there are 2 variables, it will be called linear equation in 2 variables. So as we can see here in this term, okay, P and Q, they are any constant. Okay, P and Q. Okay, so what we have done here, we have got these things. So P and Q are constant, C is also constant, X and Y are taken variable in all the equations. Okay, what we have considered? X and Y are the variables. Okay, P, Q, here A, B, C, they 3, 2, 5, they all are the coefficients of those variable. So as you can see here, the degree of the variable x is 1 here, the power of the variable here is 1, and in this term power of the variable is 0. So overall it is a linear equation, and we have two variables, so yes, it is a linear equation in two variable. This equation, as we can see, the power of the variable is 2 here, so it is no more a linear equation, it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation, okay? And then at this point, if you will see again, here degree power is 1, for x power is 1, and here power is 0. So this is also a linear equation in two variables. So the only thing which is not a linear equation in two variable will be your option 2. So option 2 will be correct answer. Understood? Okay. Let's move to the next question. The next question is this. Linear equation x minus 2 equal to 0 is parallel to which axis? It is parallel to which axis? So one more thing I would like to tell you before starting this, that the graph of a linear equation in two variable, the graph of a linear equation in two variable is a straight line. Graph of a linear equation in two variable is a straight line when we are considering x and y axis. Okay, so we know that the graph of the linear equation will be a straight line in your Cartesian coordinate. Okay, so the graph of this linear equation is what? A straight line in Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates are what? Your x and y plane. Your x and y plane, the line, the equation of a linear equation, it will give a graph of a line. Okay, now see, x minus 2, as you will see that sir, it is not actually a linear equation in two variable because there is only one variable, but since we are considering it in a Cartesian coordinate, so we will say ki sir, it can be also written as x plus 0 into y minus 2 equal to 0. Yeah, this way it can be taken, correct? So we can say ki sir, from here we can get to know ki x plus 0 into y is equal to 2. So this is our equation. Now you know this equation will be true for any value of x has to be, if I keep x as 2, and now y can be anything, any real number, because any real number multiplied with 0 will give you 0 only. So this is not affecting the equation. So if x I will put it as 2, so 2 is equal to 2 will always satisfy the equation no matter what is the value of y. Okay, so now we got to know ki what will happen, that the point, so I can say ki sir, the graph of this line will be, suppose how many points will be satisfying? I need only 3 points to draw a line. I need only 3 points to draw a line, right? So I can say ki sir, 1 point I can say put x as 2, y as 1, put x as 2, y as 0, put x as 2, y as minus 1. Correct? These are the 3 points. I'll join them, I'll get a line. So what I will be saying, sir, where is x is equal to 2? X is equal to 2 is here. Okay, now put y is equal to 1 somewhere here. This is point 2 comma 0. This is point 2 comma 1. And this is the point your 2 comma minus 1. So if you join them, you will see this is the line for x is equal to 2. As you can see in this whole line, on this whole line, on this whole line, no matter any point you will pick, your x is always 2. Okay, your coordinate of x will always be 2. Your coordinate of x will always be 2. Y could be anything. So that is why this equation, this line will represent x is equal to 2. As you can see, this line is parallel to y-axis and perpendicular to x-axis. Okay, so any equation in the form of x is equal to a, it will be parallel to y-axis and perpendicular to x-axis. So similarly we can get the next concept also, that if suppose I have an equation in the form of y is equal to b, then that line will be parallel to x-axis and perpendicular to y-axis. So the linear equation x minus 2 is equal to 0 will be parallel to y-axis. Understood? So easy concept. Just remember that linear equation in two variable, this is always a straight line. Okay, but suppose if you like to say ki x is equal to 2. So now when I talk about only one variable, so if I'm not considering Cartesian coordinates, and if I'm just taking this numbered line, only x-axis if I'm taking, then I will be getting only a point. But when I consider a two-dimension place where x and y both are there, so this point will give me a straight line. Okay, so this is how it matters. That is why I have written that linear equation in two variable is a straight line in Cartesian coordinates. Okay, it is a straight line in Cartesian coordinates. That means your x and y plane. Understood? Chalo. So let's move to the next equation. The next equation is this. If p 1 comma minus 2 is a solution, okay, 1 comma minus 2 is a solution of 2x minus y is equal to p, then find the value of p. Now again, it's a very easy question. Okay, if 1 comma minus 2 is a solution of this equation, so I can say ki sir, this 1 comma minus 2 has to satisfy this equation. Yes, it has to satisfy this equation. So you will say ki sir, this equation 2x minus y is equal to p, so it has one root. What is that? 1 comma minus 2, and I know it is x and value of y, it is always written in x comma y. Correct? So put x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus, so 2 into 1 minus y I will be putting as minus 2 is equal to p. So 2 into 1 is 2, minus into minus is plus, plus 2 is equal to p, 2 plus 2 is 4. So p is equal to 4. As simple as that. Correct? Easy? Quite easy, right? Chalo, let's move to the next question. Next question is, express x by 4 minus 3y is equal to minus 7 in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay, so what is your equation? Your equation is x by 4 minus 3y is equal to minus 7. So shift this minus 7 there, you will be getting x by 4 minus 3y plus 7 equal to 0. Okay, so from here also you can say ki sir, from here I can say my a is equal to 1 by 4, my b is equal to minus 3, and my c is equal to 7. If suppose some of you want to go further ki sir, no sir, I don't want it to be 1 by 4, I want to go further, so take LCM, multiply the whole equation with 4. So you'll be getting x minus 4 into 3y is minus 12y, 4 into 7 is plus 28 is equal to 4 into 0 is 0 only. So if you look at this form, so now here your answer will be a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 12, and c is equal to 28. Okay, so you can go with any of these two solutions. Both are correct because it is nowhere it is given that the value of a, b and c should be a integer only. Okay, if it is specified that find the value of a, b and c so that it is only a, b and c should be integer only, in that case this will be your solution. Okay, and since nothing is provided there, either this or this both will work as your solution. Okay, so I've just told you further that if this condition is also there, ki find the value of a, b, c such that values of a, b, c are only integers, in that case you will be multiplying the whole equation on the both sides with 4 and you will be getting your answers. Okay, chalo. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, find the two solutions of the linear equation 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. Now how do we find the solution? See, you have to find out any two solutions. Any two solutions for which for any two values of x and y for which this equation will be satisfied. So what we can do here, what we will be doing is, we will be starting with taking one value, any one value we can assume. Okay, you can either assume the value of x or you can assume the value of y. It all depends on you. Okay, so let us say I will assume the value of y. So if I assume the value of y, let us say is equal to 2. Let us say I told ki value of y is equal to 2. So what you will be getting here? 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. So put y is equal to 2. 2x minus 3 into 2 is equal to 12. So 2x minus 6 is equal to 12. Minus 6 shifted there, you will be getting 2x is equal to 18 and x is equal to 9. So when y is equal to 2, I'm getting x is equal to 9. So this is my first solution. What is that? 9 comma 2, not 2 comma 9, because I have always told you it is written in the form of what? X comma y. So x is 9, y is 2, so 9 comma 2, and you can see it is satisfying. See, 9 2s are 18, 2 3s are 6, 18 minus 6 will be equal to 12. Yes, it is satisfying. Okay, chalo. Now let's look for any other value. Let us say I will put now y is equal to minus 2. Let us say. Okay, so when I put y is equal to minus 2, see what will be happening. 2x minus 3, y will be minus 2 is equal to 12. So 2x minus 3 into minus 2, minus into minus will become plus. 6 is equal to 12. So 2x plus 6 shifted there will become minus 6. So you'll be getting 12 minus 6 is 6. So x is equal to 3. So you'll be getting the next solution as 3 comma minus 2. Again, remember bachcho, it's very important. X will be written first. If you are writing the solution as, suppose you have done the same working, but you have written the solutions as 2 comma 9 and minus 2 comma 3, everything will be wrong because these are not the correct answers. We want x coordinate comma y coordinate, x comma y. Okay, so 9 comma 2 and 3 comma minus 2, and I have already told you in the coordinate geometry the 9 comma 2 and 2 comma 9, those are quite different points. Okay, so it is very important to write x coordinate first and then y coordinate. Understood? Chalo, let's move to the next question. Yeah, next question is, how many linear equations in x and y can have a solution as x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3? Okay, now see this question, what it is telling you. It is telling you ki how many linear equations in x and y you can write such that they will follow the solution as x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3 will be the solution. Okay, first thing bachcho, tell me one thing. Let us understand in a way with graph. Now as we know ki sir, linear equations, its graph is always a straight line. Okay, a graph is always a straight line, correct? The graph of a linear equation in two variable is always a straight line. So let us say ki I have got a equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Let us say this is my equation. Now I know the graph of this linear equation is always a straight line. Yes sir. And what does the solution of a linear equation in two variable means? The solution of a linear equation in two variable means that whatever graph, whatever straight line you have got, that straight line will be nothing but all the solutions of that equation. That is why we will say a linear equation in two variables has infinite solution. And when you join all those infinite solution, you will see all the points lie in a straight line. All the points lie in a straight line. So similarly, we know that the graph which we are getting, that is nothing but all the solutions. So now they are saying ki this linear equation, whatever linear equation you are forming in x and y, it is passing through 1 comma 3. It is passing through 1 comma 3. So we got to know ki there is the line or the equation x comma y, if I draw the graph, it has to pass through the point 1 comma 3. So let us say 1 is here, 1 2 3. So 1 comma 3, this point is here. So the line, the straight line has to pass through this point. Now let's change the question. Now tell me, if you have a single point and I'll ask you that how many different lines can pass through this straight line, through this point. So you will say ki sir, there is this line. Yes, I will say yes, correct. Then some of you will say ki okay sir, there is this line also. I will say yes, there is this line, this. So we know from a single point, infinite different lines can pass. Infinite different lines can pass. So if I can pass infinite different straight lines, so there will be infinite equations for each straight line. Okay, this will be some other equation, 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 this will be some other equation. So this way I can write infinite equations. This way I can write infinite equations, and all these equations have a solution 1 comma 3. So what I will say, how many linear equations can have this solution? I will say infinite equations. Infinite linear equations in x and y can have a solution of x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 3. Now if I change this question, suppose if I change this question in a way, now instead of giving you 1 point, I gave you 2 points. Instead of giving you 1 point, I gave you 2 points. Let us say 1 point I have given as 1, 3, and the next point I have given you as 3, 1. Okay, so it is 3, 1 and it is 1, 3. Now I have asked ki now tell me bachcho, how many equations are there which can pass in, how many equations, linear equation in 2 variables you have in x and y which will be passing through both of these points. Okay, so now the question is, the graph of that equation has to pass through both of these lines. So if I draw a line here which is passing through these 2 points, now is there any other way you can fit any other line which will be passing through these 2 points? Try, no matter how you will draw, that line will not be, see, it is not a straight line. I want a straight line, correct? A straight line which will be passing through both. So it is not possible, because we know that if 2 points are given to me, if 2 points are given to me, it is not possible to draw 2 different lines. Okay, so in that case I can say, when 2 points are given, there will be only one equation. So if 1 point is given to you, you can say infinite equations can pass through it. And if 2 points are given to you, then you will say only one equation can pass through. Only one equation you can make. Only one equation you can make which will be passing through both the points. Okay, and it's based on simple geometry. From a single point, infinite lines can pass. But if I give you 2 fixed points, only one line can pass through both. Understood? Chalo. So let's move to the next equation. The answer for this equation is infinite equations you can make which will be solved satisfying x is, which will be passing through the point x, 1 and y is equal to 3. Okay, chalo. Now let's move to the next equation. The next question is, the graph of the linear equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 cuts the y-axis at what point? It's a very important question. Okay, now they are asking that this line will cut the y-axis at what point? The one way is you can solve this equation, plot it on a graph and then find the solution. The other way is, suppose you are told ki bhai you cannot plot it on a graph, you have to tell us directly. Directly what you will say ki sir, let us say I don't know how the line it will be, how this line will be, but I know any line, if it is cutting the y-axis, no matter what point it is, y-axis on any point it is, x point is always 0 and y will be some value. So whenever this equation is cutting the y-axis, at that point x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is something. Correct? Remember this thing. So wherever it is cutting the y coordinate, x-axis system, x coordinate is 0, y could be anything. So I got to know ki the point will be in the form of 0, y. Yes or no? Correct? Let's now, since this point is lying on this straight line, it has to be a solution of this equation. So let's do that. Let's put 0, y in this equation. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. If I put 0, y in this equation, so what will be getting? 2 into 0 is 0 plus 3y is equal to 6. That means y is equal to 2. That means this point is nothing but 0, 2. So the graph of the linear equation will cut the y-axis at the point 0, 2. Understood? Suppose if it was asking you at what point it will cut the x-axis, where it will cut the x-axis. So I know on x-axis where it is, wherever it is cutting, at this point the line will be, the point will be in the form of x coordinate something, 0. X coordinate something, 0. Okay, so I got to know ki okay sir, it should be x coordinate could be anything but y has to be 0. So for x-axis what will we be doing? In this equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 6, we will be putting x, 0. So 2x, 3 into 0 is 0 is equal to 6. That means x is equal to 3. That means this line is cutting x-axis at 3, 0. At 3, 0. Okay, so this is how you find out the solution, that where it is cutting. If they are asking you to where it is cutting at y-axis, so you will know ki y-axis, y coordinate will be something but x coordinate is 0, and on x-axis x coordinate is something but y is 0. So only using that information you can get that the line will be cutting the x and y axis at what point. So the answer for this is 0, 2. It is cutting y-axis at 0, 2. If I ask you further that where it will be cutting at x-axis, so you will say at 3, 0. And you can see 0, 2 is satisfying this. 0, 2 into 0 is 0, and 3 into 2 is 6. And 3, 0 is also satisfying 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 0, 0, 6 is equal to 6. So in both the cases we are getting. Okay, chalo. Now let's move to the next equation. Next equation is, draw the graph of the linear equations whose solutions are represented by the points having the sum of coordinates as 10. Having the sum of coordinate as 10. Now what does it mean? See, it's a very good question. They are saying sum of the coordinates, that means x coordinate and y coordinate, its sum will be 10 always. So the points will be in a way ki whatever is the x coordinate, whatever is the y coordinate, their sum should be 10. So from here I got to know one thing, ki sir, it is saying that x plus y is equal to 10. This is the condition, and if you will see, isn't it the equation we want? Isn't this the equation we want to represent? That in this part x plus y is always 10, which is satisfying our thing that sum of the coordinates should be what? 10 units. So see, sum of the coordinates is equal to 10 units, and you have got your linear equation in two variables. So now you can represent the graph for this. So for representing a graph, we need, to draw a line we need only 2 points, but I would always suggest you to draw 3 points. Why? Because suppose you have made a calculation mistake anywhere. Suppose, why I am telling you to always plot 3 points. Suppose you have got first point here which was correct, second point suppose you were supposed to get here, but you made a positive or negative mistake and you got this point somewhere here. So the actual line has to be this way, but now you will draw it like this. So this is the disadvantage with 2 points. But what happens if you draw 3 points? When you will draw 3 points, suppose, okay, so 3 points, suppose first point you have drawn correct, second point also you have got correct. Now third point, suppose you have to get suppose somewhere here, but you by calculation mistake you have got somewhere here. So now you know these 3 are not in a straight line, that means you have made a mistake somewhere. Understood? So again you can recheck, and once you got to know ki this was the problem, now you know that all 3 are lying in a straight line, so it is very easy, just join them. Okay, so 3 points if you will plot, you will always be sure about your answer ki sir, it is absolutely correct. Okay, chalo. So always plot 3 points, that is my advice to you. So let us get 3 solutions for it. I have told you how do we get it. Assume any variables one value and then get the next one. So suppose if I assume the value of x is equal to 1, I will be getting 1 plus y is equal to 10, that means y is equal to 9. Okay, so the first point which I have got here is 1, 9. Next point, let us say x is equal to 2, so you'll be getting 2 plus y is equal to 10, so you'll be getting y is equal to 8. So the next point here is 2, 8. And similarly you will get one more solution for x is equal to 3, you will be getting y is equal to 7. So x is equal to 3, y is equal to 7. Okay, so we have got our all 3 points. Now let us plot them. Okay, chalo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chalo. 1, 9 is here, 2, 8 is here, and 3, 7 is here. And as you can see, it will be a rough graph, by the way. Okay, as you all can see, I'm just drawing it quite roughly. Okay, so these are my 3 points. What are the 3 points? This is 1, 9, this is 2, 8, and this is 3, 7. So I know all 3 are lying in a straight line. So let us join them, and this will be our equation for x plus y is equal to 10. This will be your equation for x plus y will be equal to 10. Understood? So this is how we can easily get the solution, and I hope all of you have learned this. So the main point here was making the equation. Chalo, let's move to the next question, and it was a very important question. Okay, again I would like to tell you all, very important. Okay, good question. Chalo, let's move to the next part. The next part is 9. If p comma 2p plus 1 is the solution of this, find the value of p, and this bachcho is your homework question. Let me know how many of you will be able to solve this and will be able to give me the answer in the comment box. And bachcho, if you are liking this video till now, if you are enjoying this video, do give a like to this video. Okay, chalo. So this is your homework question, and I'll be explaining this into the next session. Chalo, let's move ahead. So the question number 10, what it is saying, is your CBSE question. The question is, find the value of a for which the equation 2x plus ay is equal to 5 has 1 comma minus 1 as a solution. Find two more solutions of the equations obtained. Okay, no problem. See, first the equation is this, and our aim is to find out the value of a. What is a? They have told ki 1 comma minus 1 is a solution. If it is a solution, it should satisfy this equation. Yes or no? Correct? So let us solve it. So we got 2x plus ay is equal to 5, and we will be putting the point 1 comma minus 1. That means your x is equal to 1, your y is equal to minus 1. So 2 into 2 into 1 plus a into y is what? Minus 1 is equal to 5. So 2 a into minus 1 is minus a is equal to 5. So you'll be getting minus a is equal to 5 minus 2 is 3. That means a is equal to minus 3. We got the value of a. If a is minus 3, that means the equation is nothing but 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. The equation is what? 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. And now we need two more solutions. So assume any values of y. Let us say I will assume the first value of y is equal to 1. So if y is equal to 1, 2x minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 is equal to 5. So we'll be getting 2x is equal to 8. So x is equal to 4. Okay, so the first value I have got for this is 4 comma 1. Remember, 4 comma 1, not 1 comma 4. Again and again I'm telling you, don't make this silly mistake. Then let us say put y is equal to 2. Okay, now let us put y is equal to 2. So what we'll be getting? 2x minus 3 into 2 is minus 6 is equal to 5. Shift minus 6 there, what will be getting? 2x is equal to 5 plus 6, which is 11. So you'll be getting x is equal to 11 by 2, which is 5.5. 11 by 2, which is 5.5. So the next solution we have got is what? When x is 5.5, your y will be equal to 2. When your x is 5.5, your y will be equal to 2. Okay, so this is how we have solved the question. First we have got the value of a, and then once we have got the value of a, we have got the equation, and then that equation's two other roots we have found. Understood? So I hope all of you are enjoying the session, and do give a like, bachcho. Okay, so then the next question is, show that the points a 1 comma 2, b minus 1 comma 16, and c 0 comma minus 7 lie on the graph of the linear equation y is equal to 9x minus 9x minus 7. So now there are two ways. Either one is what you can do is, you can just get any other three solutions of this part, draw the line, and then you will see that all the 3 points are lying on this. Or since these points will lie on this line if they all are satisfying this equation, if they all are satisfying this equation. So let us see whether y is equal to 9x minus 7 is satisfied by all the 3 points or not. What is the first point? 1 comma 2. Let us put 1 comma 2. So y will be equal to 2 is equal to 9 into 1 minus 7. So you got 2 is equal to 9 minus 7. That means 2 is equal to 2. Yes, it is satisfying. So it is lying on that point. Next point is 1 comma minus 16. what is the equation? Y is equal to 9x minus 7. Put y is equal to minus 16, x is equal to minus 1, minus 9, minus 7. Again you got minus 16 is equal to minus 16. That means it is also satisfying. These 2 points are definitely lying on the graph, on this equation, on the graph of this equation. Let us check the next point, 0, minus 7. So y is equal to 9x minus 7. What do you want? You want x to be 0, y is to be minus 7. So minus 7 is equal to 9 into 0 minus 7. So minus 7 is equal to minus 7. And as we can see, all the 3 points are satisfying the equations. That means these 3 points will definitely lie on the graph of this equation, So this is the simplest approach, rather than going to draw the line first and then plotting the points. It will be very difficult. This is very easy. Okay, chalo. So this is all in today's sum. I hope all of you have enjoyed the session, and if you have enjoyed the session, do give me a like, bachcho. Like this video and share and subscribe this video. This is Vedantu's app. You can log in. Okay, download Vedantu's app. There what you are getting doubt solving facility, study material is also there, and your classroom schedule, masterclass schedule is also given, that which week, which day, what classes we are having. So everything you will be having in one single app. So do download that app, and the most important, like, share and subscribe this video, and subscribe to this channel, and not forget to press the bell icon, so that you will be getting the information about each and every class which is going to come. Okay, so I'll be back on Wednesday again with the second part of linear equation in 2 variable, and those who have got the answer of this equation, question number 9, which your homework question, if you have got the answer to this homework question, do give me your answer in the comment box, so that I can put your name again in the session. Okay, so this is all from my side, bacho. I hope all of you enjoyed today's session, and I'll see you soon on Wednesday with the next session of this part, so that it will be over and you will be rocking your mid-sem. Okay, till then, bacho, bye bye, good night. I'll see you soon. Yep, chalo, bye bye.